This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Thursday, the 5th of September. My disclaimer, it is for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right, okay, yesterday we saw a bit of a rally. We went back and back tested the broken double top support, which is a good place to go back to if it's just a rally. And we didn't make the week 6-minute buy signal target, although we've gone too high for it to turn into a full buy signal. We then retraced most of that move, and I think we're going to retrace all of it. And I think we're going to go lower. We're going to test the monthly pivot in all probability, and I've got the target down here in about the 54-55 area. NQ. Hasn't been quite as weak as I thought it would be, but it's come back and retested the low already, and I think is ready in all probability to go a bit lower at least. RTY, week 6-minute buy signal fixed and not made target here either. Hasn't quite retested the low, but looks as though it's going to. YM, has been the strongest, as it has been for some time now. This has already pretty much made the double bottom target, but I think will likely go a bit lower as well. DAX has already retested the it's the STX has already done that. It's DAX a bit stronger than the STX, holding the weekly pivot so far. Looks like a bear flag as well though, and the STX has already come back and retested the low, is testing the monthly pivot, and we're now on a full 60-minute buy signal there, which I'm not reading too much into because I don't really use DAX and the STX, my bellwethers. They're just there as interesting data points. All right, let's have a look at the charts. Okay. Now, we do have a potential little level bottom here on the SPX 15-minute, but I'm leaning towards this heading lower, and I think in all probability it's going to. I am respecting the fact there's a little level bottom here, though, and that does give us a possible 15-minute buy signal, which is brewing. On the 60-minute, we've obviously reached the possible near-miss target, but it's too soon to be developing any positive divergence. On the daily chart, the RSI 5 sell signal has reached the possible near-miss target, and obviously we are testing the daily middle band. We held it yesterday on the close by 3 points, but I think there's a pretty good chance that's going to break today. I'd still like to see a retest of the all-time high on SPX before the main move down this month. I may not get it, but we will see. Right, looking at NDX. NDX, 15 minutes, we've not got a 15-minute buy signal because we haven't quite retested this low here. We could be forming a head and shoulders right shoulder, but it would be a weak pattern because the shoulders are really a little too small for it. Looking at the 60-minute chart, no current divergence, but we would get a bit on a retest of yesterday morning low. And on the daily chart, no current divergence, but if we had a sell signal, it would have made a target. But this one is the weakest, and it's broken firmly below the daily middle band and traded all the day below it yesterday. Looking at Dow, nothing on the 15-minute. On the on the daily chart, we do have a sort of asymmetric double top, which is potentially breaking down here. It's not a terribly strong pattern, so I haven't marked it up, and we had actually lost this divergence here, so we're not not on a daily RSI 5 sell signal. Still some way above the daily middle band, but I think that may well be a target on move down today or tomorrow. All right, looking at IWM. 15-minute, no divergence. We do have a potential flag channel here. It's only tentative, but I did note that if we can go significantly lower, then this could well be a bull flag. So looking at the hourly chart, no current divergence, not that likely to get any, and nothing on the daily chart as well, except of course we are also testing the daily middle band here, and we closed very marginally above it, 0.08. But nonetheless, it was held. This has not been broken yet. All right, let's have a look at DX. Now, DX, I think this is probably failing. I liked the IHS setup and I liked the target up at this trend line, but the fact is it's failing at the daily middle band, and this IHS has now failed. So I'm leaning towards the downside here. I would note there's a possible 60-minute buy signal brewing, possible 60-minute sell signal brewing on EURUSD and a GBP USD, and a buy signal brewing on JPY. So we are looking at a potential bounce here on the dollar, but I'm leaning, and possibly a retest this high, but I'm leaning lower after that. ZB, we've got a possible 60-minute sell signal brewing there too. I'm leaning towards seeing a retest of this high here. I think that is the message of this overall triangle, and that retest is at 126.28. So I'm expecting to see that next. I'm not really expecting to see much of a wait before we get it. That could be the second high of a double top when we get there. CL, this has gone lower. We've now got down slightly under 69. I think this is a triangle breaking down. The IHS that I had has also failed. That's got a target in about 67.5 area, but the main target is a retest of the low in the 63.5 area. That could well be the second low of a double top. Double bottom as and when we get there. But I'm leaning quite strongly towards seeing that now. NG, I think this is a bear flag, and I think we're likely to come back and retest this low soon. There is a possible retest of the low coming at 1.5. We've got a triangle on NG as well, but it's nowhere near at the stage of development of the CL triangle. So it's the sort of thing which it might actually kick around for another month or two before it broke down. GC, if dollar is going to come down, then chances are GC is going to go up. This looks like a bull flag. We came back and back tested the 2500 area, as I was suggesting we might do last week, and this looks ready to break up soon. SI has broken up over declining resistance. 60-minute buy signal has already made targets, but again, subject to the dollar, leaning towards the upside here. HG, nice looking potential double bottom, which is starting to break up here. 60-minute buy signal fixed. Target for the double bottom would be in about a 4.175 area, but that takes us back to the monthly pivot, which obviously would need to be broken and converted. All right, let's have a look at KC. Hang on, bear with me a second. Right, KC, this looks like a flag which is now starting to break up, setting up a retest of this high here in the 259 area. SB, this looks as though I've got a feeling this has got more downside coming, and this is a continuation compression. So I'm thinking we'll probably see a bit more downside. Don't know if that's going to be enough to convert the monthly pivot. Certainly the signal won't get us that far. We will see how it goes, but at the moment this looks as though it's probably owed a bit more downside, possibly as part of a smaller bull flag. CC hasn't come back and retested this low here yet. May well do that today. Could get positive divergence on the 60-minute chart when we get there. CT, we've got consolidation sideways. We've still got a daily buy signal here, and I'm leaning towards the upside in due course. Not sure this is fullish consolidating though. ZW, very nice move up. It's reached one of my larger potential inverted head and shoulder necklines. Currently, no divergence at all, although it's looking kind of overbought on the hourly chart. Corn is turning here, I think. We've got a 60-minute sell signal which just about survived. If not, we would have another one which is formed and fixed over these two highs here. So I'm leaning towards seeing some retracement. Same on soy, which is also on a 60-minute sell signal. I'd be leaning probably towards bull flags on both. Lumber looks as though it's owed a retest of this low here. That could be the completion of a head and shoulders, of course, but I'd be leaning towards it being a bull flag, taking this up into a retest. See a sustained break below 500 though, and chances are this is breaking towards a retest of this low here in the 473 area. On live cattle has broken up, back tested the break, and I'm leaning towards the higher. We've got possible double bottom resistance in the 182.5 area. Lean hogs, possible little double top here on a 60-minute sell signal, wondering about some retracement, possible back test for the monthly pivot at 78.85. All right, okay, let's have a quick look at questions, of which we have none. All right, this came up and back tested the obvious area, which is broken double top support, and came back down again. We haven't made the weak 60-minute buy signals, and we may well go lower first. I'm thinking that we're probably going to see a test of the monthly pivot today, and we may see a test of this target here, which is in the 54-55 area. I'm liking the setup downwards at the moment. I was saying that I did my first evening video yesterday, and I'm probably going to be following that up with starting to do a video every night. But I did the video yesterday, and I was talking about the targets and went into a little more detail on the target on SPX. But that is a nice looking target at the moment, and there's nothing suggesting that we're not going to get there. So we shall see how it goes. All right, great. In that case, I think that's a wrap. Should be an interesting rest of the week. In fact, it's looking like it's going to be an interesting month, which should be fun. All right, my pleasure as always. Catch you guys later.